Well, ladies and gents, what we have here is a 1935 Buick Series 40. It's kind of in a sad shape, surprisingly free of rust in the major areas, but an awful lot of work to do. First, a couple basics. This is not my car. It's a car of a friend of mine. He will be henceforth known in the video world as Roger D. Now, for all you purists out there who say we're sacrificing an original, well, as you can see, it's got Camaro wheels on it. The interior, what interior? The straight 8 or whatever was original with the car has long since disappeared. There is no transmission, there is no drive shaft. The rear end we will see is a 10 bolt out of a GM product. It is a non-posi. And the front end appears to be out of a Mustang 2. It's a rack and pinion steering upgrade that looks like it was done fairly well. So all we're doing is continuing the process that was begun probably 30 plus years ago. So what's Roger D's future plans through his automotive archaeology? First thing, we need another LS. Yes, a 5-liter LS is what's planned to go in it, backed by a Tremec 5-speed transmission. So he's got some pretty big plans for this car. Now my plan is to do weekly updates on Roger's progress on this car, so you can check back once a week and see how things are going on if this interests you. Most of the rest of this video is going to be getting into what's there and what's missing and what has to be recreated and what can be modified and be reused. So stay tuned for basically a tour of the car as it is now. First off, the rear trunk cover is missing, and Roger says he's got one located and on the way. A previous owner appears to have installed a Chevrolet small block and of course the rack and pinion steering. Here's a view from the driver's seat. Obviously an inspection sticker in the lower left. Last registered apparently in 1984-85, so it's been that long since this car was on the road. Here's a shot looking up at the roof woodwork. Some of this appears to have been replaced, some appears to be original. Note that the passenger's visor is still there. It looks like the original owner replaced most of the woodwork in the middle of the car. Here's a shot of the car's trim tab. It's located on the passenger side engine compartment on the top. The actual VIN number is located on the frame on the same side down on the lower frame. Here's a couple shots behind the dash. Note that the brake switch is there. This appears to be pretty much what remains of the wiring for the car. There are no instruments of any kind. One previous owner appears to have installed an automatic transmission. This is a shot of one of the original vacuum motors, and again some more of the original woodwork that came with the car. Here are the original clutch and brake pedals. No word on Roger plans to reuse them or not. Well, looking down at the front floorboard, we can see a whole lot more original woodwork. Roger plans on replacing a lot of this, but he's also got plans on reusing some of it. Obviously some of this is beyond saving, but he says he's got some borrowing from the boating industry on some of the stuff he may be able to reuse and restore. This is the original woodwork and all the door operational hardware for the windows from the front area. Roger says he's definitely going to make the front side windows operational. To do that, he's got to remove the rectangular tubing and then find another way of reinforcing the doors, which are having a sagging problem. Right now he doesn't have any plans for the rear side windows, but obviously all the door hardware as well as the mounting wood is still there. Okay, time to take a look at the front end. This is again a rack and pinion graft on the front of the car. Appears to be out of a Mustang 2 and done quite well. It's practically all there. It is a power steering unit. The hoses have just been cut off and left, so it shouldn't be any problem to get new hoses and put a new pump on the new engine. Roger says he's definitely going to go with a full coilover conversion for this car, and that should really make the car handle quite well. I'm going to close out the video and look at the rear end. Again, it's a GM 10 bolt, a non-posi unit. Drum brakes, conventional leaf springs mounting. Right now Roger says he's probably going to keep it. Currently he says he's got no plans for altering the car ride height. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you found this video interesting. If you did, check back often. I'm going to be doing a series on this car. Once a week we'll take a look at Roger's progress and see how things are shaping up. Till I see you again, take care and see you on the next video.